So this injector pump's been in about 2 weeks now. So I've got a baseline, I know what's what. I've tweaked the smoke screw and the eccentric pin only so far. And basically just been dailying it to work and back, obviously. And we had a little green lane trip. So now I'm back on pump timing again. I set it up by ear, and I couldn't get my homemade tool. An extra starter motor basically in there. So I eared it up, it ran well enough to start and everything, it runs good and it goes to work and she's alright. EGTs are a little bit on the high side for throttle position, but it runs alright, and you know, we're not seeing anything drastic, so that's that. But I wanted to basically finalise this, so all I've done, I've made a little tool. So this is like version 3 of my little tool, and I'm going to make a few tweaks to this one to make it easier to set up. But basically I've made a tool, put that in there, got the DTI in the back, that's now zeroed up. We were a little bit before top dead centre, so inside the fuel pump where the cam plate is, we're on the flat bit of the cam plate, and basically if I hop up on the bumper, we're going to wind the engine over and you guys will see this this dial gauge start to move. You see? So I'm going to carry on going all the way to the TDC mark. I'm going to try before the fan belts start slipping. So if I leave you there, I'll go and show you, and we'll have a look at this in a bit more detail. All I can say is I'm glad I got a half decent bumper to stand on. So yeah, that's zeroed again. Got my ratchet on the alternator, and we're going to turn it over to, there we go, first mark. We're at what's basically 0.4 on the cam plate, so I'm going to go to 10 degrees, it's about there, and she's at 0.8 basically. Let's have a look, 0.78. That's millimetres, by the way. So book specs 0.95 to 1.05, so we can go up a shit ton on that. So I'm going to go grab the 12mm and advance it a bit more. So we're going to tilt the fuel pump towards the engine. Right, so I've cracked off the bolt behind the distributor head on the bracket on the engine, and I've cracked off the bolt on the front flange that's nearest the engine. So I've just got, let's move this out of the way. I've just got that one in there to do, and then I'll start jiggling the pump around with the dial indicator in the back, getting our value. So now the process starts again. We've got the dial indicator 0, we're going to turn the engine over and then watch what the dial indicator does. So let's park it at 10 degrees and then we'll move it towards the engine and see where we get. So that's in the back, and I'm just going to get a spanner and I'm just going to pull the pump towards the engine, and then all I'm doing is putting the spanner between the high speed stop and the AFC cover and giving it a little bit of a jimmy towards the engine. If you go advancing the time in loads, you'll have to slacken off the injection lines, because obviously they are mounted to the pump, then you turn the pump and they want to turn, but they're mounted solid, so yeah, you get the idea. But basically just twist that until it's at 0.95 to 1.05, and then you're golden. So that's now at 0.95, right? As of all things, double check the bastard. We bolt it up, so back that off, issue back at 0. Yep. Back round. Ends about there, and we're on 0.95, so that's bottom of spec. I'll leave it at that for the time being. So now I'm going to tighten it up, and then we're going to give her a go. See how well she runs and what have you. She runs smooth, and then if she's all good, I'll retension the cam belt like you meant to, and button it all up. So top tip, if you pull a, obviously you electronic guys won't have this, if you pull that high idle stop, jam it up between the throttle shaft, it won't be in the way, and you can get your spanner in there for this nut. But obviously you WLT3 guys, you electronic pump guys, ain't got none of that to contend with. To nip that up, I'm going to get a ratchet on the back of the pump and in there on the side of the pump, and we'll give it a test run, yeah? Right, and should we give her a start up, see what she sounds like? Do you reckon she's going to be clanky as fuck, or would it be alright? Let's steal my toolbox. There we go, right. Seems alright. It's going to readjust the cam belt tension now.